In today's Kidsburgh report, did you ever think about the way high school is taught, how it hasn't changed in a century, while so much is changing all around us? Why is algebra in 9th grade or world history in 10th grade? And why are science, English, and history separate subjects anyways? Well, some local schools are reinventing the way students are taught, especially with project-based learning. At Avonworth High School in the North Hills, students are creating the art in the hallways in partnership with local museums, creating businesses like a coffee shop in the school, and combining classes like English, history, and art using real-life projects. National education visionary Ted Dintersmith was in Pittsburgh this week and says many schools in our region are leading the way by giving kids a sense of purpose, like these elementary school girls who started their own business.
5- and 6-year-olds are taking on the project of inventing things and then selling them and donating money to a cause they identify and they believe in. That is a deep and authentic sense of purpose.
These kinds of projects are what Remake Learning Days is all about, and it's coming up later this month for the whole community to experience. Yuling Bear is here to explain how we can all get involved. Good morning.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about who Ted Dintersmith is.
Yeah, so Ted Dintersmith was a venture capitalist and did well in life and just really got involved in education because of his kids. I mean, I think most of us can relate to that as a parent. And he just started diving deeper into it, and he wanted to know, what is it that works? And we're now with a generation of kids that are just growing up with technology, right? It's so different than when you and I were in school. So he was here last night to talk about his book, What School Could Be. He took a year and went to all 50 states and listened deeply to educators and parents and teachers and really learned a lot and could see what was good, what was interesting. And he highlights Pittsburgh, of course, in his book, the Remake Learning Network. What he says about it is it's amazing what a collaborative nature we have here. This is 10 years in the making. Roboticists working with teachers, working with artists and musicians, really working to create meaningful experiences for kids. And so we're highlighted in the nation as being at the forefront of this.
That's really exciting. So exciting. And so let's talk about Remake Learning Days. What is this? When is it happening?
Yeah, so Remake Learning Days is May 17th through 25th, and it's a festival of learning. There's 270 events happening all across the region at libraries, tech companies, schools, community centers. Families are invited. It's for kids ages pre-K all the way through high school. And there's all different types of themes like arts, maker, outdoor learning, science, technology, and youth voice. So literally, I feel like you should be able to find an event within miles of your house.
I mean, you can make robots, make a film, and this is actually, you brought some of the brochures in today. I mean, to give you an idea, there's just pages and pages of things that you can do. In Allegheny County, is it just in Allegheny County?
Allegheny County and outside the 10-county region as well as West Virginia. So it's like you said, you can make robots, you can make your own film using a green screen technology, you could build circuitry, build robots, I said build robots. You can create art with clay. It's really, you know, I think as a parent too, you want to know what your kids are doing. And this is a chance to experience what they're experiencing.
Isn't it? I mean, for me, I recently went to my daughter's school, and to see her involved in something and excited about a project, I mean, even though it was preschool, so to watch your kid do something like this. So most of them are free, or all of them free? Most
of the events are free, and if there is a cost, it's a very low cost to cover supplies, but 99% of the events are free.
How are schools doing this?
So Remake Learning Days, there are 36 school districts involved with it, hosting events themselves, opening it up to not just people who live in their school district, but anybody who just wants to come. So I picked 5 events to highlight. The first one's Family Maker Night. It's at Kerr Elementary in the Fox Chapel School District. It's May 17th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And literally, kids ages 3 to 11 are invited to come create and make things. So you could do circuit paint art. So create your own circuitry kit to create a spinner and then put some paint in there. Balloon cards, or create your own puzzle and engrave your name.
That's so neat. And there's also something coming up at Still Rocks. That one will be May 17th.
May 17th, 6 to 8 p.m. It's a showcase of student art. So you can see jewelry making, you can see clay, you can see visual arts, and the students themselves will lead demonstrations.
And Family Engineering Night, this is on the 22nd.
Yep, in South Fayette School District, and this is where families will work together on a design challenge that they're given, whether it's to build the tallest tower, to build a moving vehicle, using, as you can see, things that exist in your own household.
And there's an, what is this, Matt's Makerspace, excuse me, open house. What is this?
So this is a Matt Lebanon School District, and in the past year, all 7 elementary schools now have their own Matt's Makerspace makerspace thanks to a gift from the Conover family. So literally these makerspaces are outfitted with 3D printing, sewing machines, programming tools, robotics equipment, and crafting supplies. So you dream it, you can build it.
Very neat. I'm sure the kids are so proud of themselves too. And Plum High School, they have a STEM playground.
Yeah, so that's on Friday, May 25th from 8 to 2 p.m. And basically you can fly a drone, you can design and 3D print a masterpiece, you can create your own light card and you'll learn the basics of circuitry. They'll also have virtual reality equipment there. I mean, there's virtual reality equipment in schools.
It's so neat. And just, you know, I think it's important to highlight too how much things are changing around us, as we mentioned in the very beginning of this segment, and how that needs to translate into the schools, and it seems like it is.
It does. And the other thing is it's also teaching kids trial and error. It's teaching them to think through what is it that they want to do, where do they want to be, and then they have to start from the beginning and build the steps to that.
Very neat. Anything you're excited in particular about? Are you taking your kids to any of the events?
Oh my gosh, we're going to an event every single day.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be busy with it.
I always encourage people to look at the libraries. They're doing really interesting things these days, so we'll definitely be going to a few events at libraries.
Okay, thank you, Yuling, for coming in today, and you can get all the details on these hundreds of events happening at Remake Learning Days on the Kidsburgh website. We'll have a link posted for you at kdka.com/PTL.